Welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be reading for 24 hours, but not the normal 24 hours that people normally do. So basically, I'm going to be reading for 24 hours, yes, but I will not be stopping the timer for anything, and I will be sleeping because I like my sleep. And I will be, and basically other than sleeping, because tomorrow really nothing else going on, I think I will be reading for kind of like consistently tomorrow, but or maybe, yeah, so I will be reading consistently for tomorrow. So, but I will not be stopping the timer for any sleeping, any eating, or whatever. So when I stop reading, I will not stop the timer. So basically just to see how much I read, what I read in a 24-hour span. So let's go ahead and start this. So first off, before we actually start the video, I kind of started this, but we're going to be reading Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn. This is the second book, the sequel to Nothing Like the Better Than the Movies. And honestly, I'm enjoying it. I think it's okay book. Yeah, I just think it's an okay book. I think what I love about Lynn Painter is the details she has and adds into her books. I love that so much. Like, look at this. The details are amazing, and I love that so much. So, anyway, but I am a little bit through this book, but we're going to go ahead and read. So, we're going to go ahead and start the timer right now. So, here we go, 24 hours. So this will basically, like I said, this will not stop. And tomorrow at 10:48 a.m., we're going to see how much I read and just come along through the process to see what I read, basically the books to get up to, if I can read more than one book. So yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so when I was reading the first one, actually, I remember I was really hating Liz, and I still kind of do not like Liz a lot. She's very whiny, I think, and I don't know, she's just very whiny. We'll say that. She's very whiny. And the first book got me really annoyed that all she talked about was her mother's death and her mother dying when she was like in 5th grade or something like that. And I was really annoyed with that. And then now, I don't know, she's kind of giving me really annoyed. Like, I like Wes way more, but Liz is just kind of, I don't know why, but Liz is really annoying. She's always annoyed me for some reason, but she's just not, I don't know. Liz is acting like a kind of baby. I mean, the thing about it is how she's acting. So she's supposed to be like a junior in college. So she's supposed to, and she's drinking, so she's supposed to be 21 or older, right? So she's probably 21 or whatever. She's acting like a total baby. Because honestly, here's the thing. Wes sitting on the stool where I eat my yogurt every morning, grinning and playing cards with his friends, who are actually my friends, who'd actually been my friends first. So basically, she's just really jealous. She's like a jealous high schooler. And it was in my kitchen, which, I don't know. Honestly, I have a problem with this book on the fact that, so basically she's throwing a party, okay? And Wes came, and basically the entire time she's sitting there going, well, Wes is in my house. Why is he in my house? Like, you didn't throw a party. And how dare he have an invitation to a party. Like, she's acting she's acting like a baby. And she's acting very immature. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't, honestly, how Wes is acting, you can tell that he is 21. But how Liz is acting, you just think she's still in high school. She's a high schooler. And I don't know. I think it's sad and I don't like it. So we are 12 hours and 10 minutes in, and I'm only on 100 pages. I did fall asleep after like reading 20 pages last night, and like I said, I wasn't stopping the clock. So we are like halfway through, and we are 12 hours, which means we have a lot, still like halfway to go, and yeah, so like I said, I'm only 100 pages through this book, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm enjoying Wes's POV because, okay, this book, if you have no idea what Better Than the Movies is or was, Better Than the Movies follow Liz and Wes through their high school relationship, and basically they're enemies to lovers. So basically you follow the fact that they go to high school and they break up, or they go to college and then they break up, and then now Wes is getting a second chance at college and all that stuff. But Wes is acting like, so they are supposed to be like 21 years old. Wes is acting like a 21-year-old, getting a second chance and making the best of it, doing what he's supposed to do. I think that's in the way. Anyway, doing what he's supposed to do. Doing everything, just making most of the second chance. And acting like a 21-year-old. Liz, however, is acting like a middle schooler, because so she's supposed to be a 21-year-old junior in college, and she isn't acting like that. She acts like she is a middle schooler. She acts like she's an 8th grader who has had an ex, goes to a party and just trying to avoid them, and then getting this assignment trying to avoid her ex and all this stuff. And honestly, I don't know. I wish she could handle the situation like an adult should, like a 21-year-old should. I think how she's acting it and approaching it is kind of stupid, because I don't know. Honestly, it is also kind of confusing because you can tell because in here she still likes Wes, but she doesn't like it, and she doesn't want to admit that she likes Wes, which I kind of understand that aspect of it, because I'm guessing there's a lot of adults even older than 21 who like someone and just don't want to admit that they like them. But I think how she's taking it and how she's acting and how she's doing it, she's acting like a 21. She's acting like a baby. She's acting like a middle schooler. Because, I mean, honestly, no one would go to their internship. No one would go to a very successful producer and go, hey, by the way, I had this very complicated relationship with this person. And honestly, I think what the person should have said going, if you cannot handle working with someone that you've had a complicated relationship with, then maybe this isn't the job for you. I think that's what should have happened, and I think that's how the internship person, who was Lilith, who's a very famous producer, but I think Lilith should have said, if you cannot handle working or doing this, because if you can't handle being around your ex and Wes or whatever, and acting like a kind of a baby about it, I think you should be, I don't know, maybe this isn't the job for you, or maybe you need to learn to maybe get the job, because I mean, she wants to be in the music film industry, right? And if you can't handle that, I I don't know if I would ever, like, I think that's what it should have said, but she didn't. It was just, oh, can you do it, can you handle, or can you be with Wes, can you work with Wes in a very, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, there's like a bee flying around me. I hate bees so much. Okay, so she basically said, like, can you work with Wes in a, what was it? A professional manner. And she said yes. But I think instead of that, I think she should have said, okay, here's the thing. You say you have a complicated relationship with this person. If it wasn't like an abusive, it wasn't like a abusive or whatever relationship, then you shouldn't have brought it up. Because if it was abusive, then I understand why you don't want to work, but it doesn't seem like it's abusive. It just seems like you just don't want to be around Wes. And I would have said, okay, then you don't bring it up. You leave your personal life in your personal life, and you work and work. And if you cannot work with a person that you've had history with, then this you either learn to or find another career. I mean, again, I would be so harsh on that because, again, it's what it is. But anyway, off on the list aspect of it, I am liking, like I said, Wes's POV. I love, like, hearing Wes's POV, and it's also kind of one of those things to where it is nice to know that it is kind of, I don't know, I like the fact that he's going way more into the second chance, and he's making the most of it, and he's doing everything he can to prove himself again, and I like that. But anyway, so I am ish liking this book. I mean, even in better than the movies, I still did not like Liz. She was really annoying, especially on her mother's desk. Like, when she had to bring it up every 5 seconds, it was like, woe is me, my mom is dead. But that was kind of annoying. So anyway, that is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on reading like it is. And yeah, so anyway, so I'm listening to the audiobook, and I'm about to, like, clean, but I'm gonna tell you, the audiobook that the person that they have to play Lizzie or Liz is even more annoying. Like, the voice is even more annoying. Like, the Wes voice is, oh my gosh. The Liz voice is, oh my gosh, I want to smack you. Like, I know it's so mean, but literally, Lizzie is really annoying. Just really annoying, and, okay. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of an update right now. I'm like this much through, so I have this much left. And honestly, okay, so I enjoy it better than the movies more than this one, but I'm enjoying Wes's POV in this one so much. I mean, I enjoyed it in the last one, but I'm enjoying it in this one. And it's just kind of nice to see someone struggle. And it is, I don't like how Liz is just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like Liz. I'm gonna be done kind of complaining on her, being annoyed with her. She's just annoying, in my opinion. That is just my opinion. She's just really annoying, really just, yeah. Anyway, but that, right, for right now, I'm just really annoyed with Liz. But again, she can't, the thing that I love about Wes, what he said in this, so I just tried to see it, I loved how Wes goes, can you just please put yourself in someone else's shoes for one moment and think about why they did something, or why they had to do something. Like, yeah. Alright, I just finished with Nothing Like the Movies, and honestly I thought this was an okay book. I liked how we got more of a Wes, this was like more Wes, kind of like where the last one was just like more of a Liz, and this one's more Wes, and I like that. I liked how it followed, like, just Wes getting a second chance, Wes just getting all this stuff, and that was really exciting. I like that aspect of it. I also think it was cool because so in Betting on You, the two characters are named Charlie and Bailey, and they actually mention them in this book, which is really nice, and I think that's cool. I do, however, hate a lot of the just like references, like there was so much references to like the real world, or like Gilmore Girls and all that stuff, which it was okay, and I like it and I don't like it. But because, okay, so I'm trying this new thing toward reading vlogs. I give you my review, you see what I kind of like and whatever, but I will not give you my rating so I won't give you the rating in the video. I will, however, but you will get my rating, or like my star rating, in my like monthly reading wrap-ups. So if you want to see what I gave this book, what star rating I gave this book, you can go to my, well, it won't be out yet, but stay tuned for my July reading wrap-up. So anyway, this was the first book. So basically, okay, so actually it is 4 hours, because I forgot to show you this. It is 4 hours. So that means it takes me about 20 hours to read a book. Now, yes, this one's a little long, but like if I'm reading kind of like consistently, which I was reading somewhat consistently, so I don't know, it was, yeah, okay, so here's this. Okay, so we read that book. So now, because we're 4 hours, I don't know which book I want to start for that time. I don't know which one I really want to start for it. Let's go and see here. So let's look at my book collection here. So let's see, which one would we want? Sorry. So which one do we think we should start? I'm kind of leaning towards like this one. This is not the song for you, because this one I've always like binged her books and I love her. Or this one, Genevieve Rose. Again, I can easily, her books are bingeable and I really like it. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. What am I in the mood for? I think I'm gonna go for this one, which is Home is Where the Bodies Are. I really love this. I love Genevieve Rose. She is one of my favorite authors. So Genevieve Rose is now like one of my favorite kind of like horror thriller authors. So we're gonna start this. I know I will not finish. Okay, sorry, I know I won't finish the book, but we'll just go ahead and start the book. So yeah, okay, so like I said, we are about 4 hours in, so we'll see how far we get into this book. Sorry, I'm not. So I decided to stop the challenge. I had like 1 hour left. I'm getting really tired. So basically, I found out that in 24-hour span, I can read like one book, which, I mean, I'm a very kind of slow reader, plus I was also doing other things like filming a video, and other stuff like that. So basically, it took me a while to read. I also did listen to the audiobook, so that probably helped a big lot. But anyway, that is going to be it for this 24-hour readathon. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you are, and